ရှုပ်ကုန်ပြီကိုရရှုပ်ကုန်ပြီနိုင်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါဘူးအားလုံးရှုပ်ကုန်ပြီကိုရရှုပ်ကုန်ပြီ
ဘာဖြစ်တာလဲဒီကုလုံးနဲ့ဆူဆွဲတာပဲပြောအောင်ပြော
နမ်းပြောတာလေးရှုပ်ကုန်ပဲစိတ်ကိုထိတ်ရှုပ်ကုန်ပဲဆို
နောင်ဘဝဆက်တိုင်းဒီလိုအဖြစ်ဆိုးမျိုးနဲ့မကြုံရပါစေနဲ့ကိုကြီးဆူတောင်းပါတယ်
ကျွန်တော်ကဆရာအတက်ခံမှာအတက်ထိုင်နေဆရာလောက်ဆရာမျိုးတော့ဒီမှာပဲအိမ်မှာဆရာ
For the first time in many years, Nan Sup could not sleep. It was not because of jealousy. It was not because of anger. It was because of certainty. A woman can forgive many things when she has doubts, but when doubt slowly becomes certainty, forgiveness becomes impossible. As the entire house slept, Nan Sup sat alone looking at the photographs and messages she had collected over the past few weeks. Every clue seemed unrelated. Every piece seemed incomplete. But when she put them together, one strange pattern appeared. Someone was protecting Weya, not helping him, protecting him. Whenever evidence appeared, it disappeared. Whenever a witness appeared, that witness suddenly changed their story. Whenever Nan Sup got close to the truth, another distraction appeared. This was no coincidence. Someone powerful was moving behind the scenes. The next morning, Nan Sup made a decision. She would stop chasing Weya. Instead, she would chase the people protecting him, and that decision would become the biggest turning point of her life. Meanwhile, Ia was struggling with something even more dangerous: guilt. The more Nan Sup trusted her, the more guilty she felt. Every conversation felt like a knife in her heart. Every time Nan Sup thanked her for helping, she felt weaker. Because Ia knew something she had never told anyone, something connected to Weya, something connected to the mysterious woman everyone was searching for. She wanted to confess. Many times she almost did. But fear stopped her. Fear of losing everything. Fear of becoming the next target. Fear that the truth might destroy more than one family. At the same time, Lily believed she had already won. Kogi and May were fighting. Nan Sup and Weya were falling apart. Everyone was becoming suspicious of everyone else, exactly as she wanted. But victory made Lily careless. For the first time, she started celebrating too early, and that mistake would soon cost her dearly. Because someone had been watching her, someone she never considered a threat, someone she believed was completely harmless. That person had finally noticed the contradictions, the lies, the manipulation, and now they were preparing to expose everything. Not today, not tomorrow, but very soon. The hunter was about to become the hunted. A few days later, a major social event was announced. Business leaders, celebrities, media figures, everyone important would attend. The entire city began talking about it. Most people saw it as an ordinary event, but for several people involved in this story, it was a battlefield, because appearances matter, and secrets hate public places. Nan Sup immediately realized something. If Weya truly had another woman, that woman could not remain hidden forever. Sooner or later, she would appear. Maybe not publicly, maybe not openly, but she would make a mistake, and Nan Sup intended to be there when it happened. Weya, however, seemed strangely calm, too calm. His confidence worried Nan Sup more than his lies. A guilty man usually panics. A trapped man usually becomes defensive. But Weya was neither. It was as if he already knew something she didn't, as if he was waiting for a bigger revelation, something larger than the affair itself. Meanwhile, Kogi found himself facing a difficult realization. The more he tried to stay away from Lily, the more chaos followed him. Every argument, every misunderstanding, every conflict somehow connected back to her. For the first time, he started asking himself a question he had avoided for months. What if everyone was warning me for a reason? That single thought changed everything, because once suspicion enters the mind, it never leaves. Kogi quietly began reviewing old events, old conversations, old incidents, and slowly he noticed something disturbing. Every major conflict in his life had started shortly after Lily became involved. At first, it seemed impossible. Then it seemed probable. Soon it became terrifying. Because if he was right, then Lily wasn't simply in love. She was orchestrating outcomes, manipulating people, moving relationships like pieces on a chessboard. And if that was true, nobody around her was safe. That same night, an anonymous envelope arrived. No sender, no message, only photographs. Photographs nobody expected to see. The person who opened the envelope froze immediately because the photographs connected multiple people who should never have been connected. Wea, Ia, a mysterious woman, and a location from years ago, a location tied to a secret everyone believed was buried forever. The discovery changed everything. Suddenly, this story was no longer about infidelity. It was no longer about jealousy. It was no longer about romance. It had become a story about a secret from the past, returning to destroy the present. As news of the photographs quietly spread among a few people, panic began to grow. Ia cried alone. Nansop became more determined than ever. Kogi started investigating, and Lily realized something was wrong. Very wrong. Because for the first time since her games began, she was no longer controlling the narrative. Someone else had entered the board. Someone smarter. Someone more patient. Someone who already knew the truth. The final scene of the episode would show a mysterious figure standing in darkness, their face hidden, their identity unknown. They slowly looked at an old photograph and smiled. Then they whispered, "After all these years, it's finally time." The camera would reveal one shocking detail. The photograph contained Wea, the mysterious woman, and a child whose identity to destroy every relationship in this story. And before viewers could see the child's face, the screen cuts to black. To be continued.